Hey Virgo, this is Lisa with the Poet Oracle, and today we're going to find out what's going on with you and the person on your mind. Welcome back if you are a returning viewer. If you have not yet subscribed, then go ahead and do so. That way you'll be notified when future videos are released. Today we will look at tarot cards, oracle cards, even some personal messages. Just keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what does not. If you feel that any roles need to be reversed from how I present it, then by all means, go ahead and flip it. Okay, well, the cards that we have starting this reading off are the Seven of Swords, followed by the Page of Cups, the Two of Cups, and then the Nine of Swords. And so it looks like there's been some deceit, some betrayal, maybe some cheating in this situation, manipulation. The Seven of Swords, I call it my thief card in the deck. But it doesn't really have to be theft per se. Maybe it is. But just risky behaviors, underhandedness, somebody being very deceiving, very much so strategizing in a manipulative way. So you or this person, you may feel that this person was doing that. But with this Page of Cups, it looks like somebody wants to make an apology. They may be sending you a message of some sort, reaching out to you, calling you, maybe coming to your door. And really explaining that they want loyalty with you, okay? So if they cheated on you, then they may be coming in to apologize and say, listen, I don't want to do that again. I want us to rebuild what we had. And the reason why this person is wanting to make this apology and why they want to reach out, and I don't think you will be expecting it in some way, but with the Two of Cups is because they feel very much so the connection with this relationship. The Two of Cups is like a great love, a great partnership, a lot of compatibility, but just a lot of love, okay? Feeling like it's somebody that is a soulmate of sorts, if you believe in that. But with the Nine of Swords, it looks like there's a lot of somebody focusing on the past. Maybe you focusing a lot on the past, this person focusing a lot on the past. There's a lot of regret that shows up with the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is like somebody sitting in the bed and just can't even sleep because their thoughts are all about the regrets, the remorse, the pain, all of this. And so there's an inability to cope on somebody's behalf. And there's a great deal of unhappiness about this situation. All right, let's get... I can't doubt that there's love here. There just looks like there's been a lot of water under the bridge, it looks like. Man, Seven of Swords again. A repeat. A Seven of Swords. There was a lot of deception, betrayal, maybe even cheating that caused a lot of pain in this situation. And somebody's not able to cope with that pain. The Three of Spheres, I definitely feel like there's like a third party, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not another person. Could be maybe it's just that this person doesn't make you a priority, or vice versa. You don't make them a priority, depending on how, if there's a cross watcher listening or not. So however it resonates. One more. I mean, you may have another person. All right, we got the Nine of Spheres and then the Six of Cups, both sitting in the reverse. So Nine of Spheres, when we talk about this, you know, somebody's a workaholic potentially, but there's a lot of jealousy and envy with this card. There also could be financial setbacks. So this person could have affected your finances, or you could have affected theirs in some way. All right, and we got the Six of Cups. Now, when this sits in the reverse, this is all about really having unrealistic expectations, maybe living in the past a little bit too much versus in the present, focusing a little bit too much on the problems of the past. But it could be because the Six of Cups in the upright really in general really represents somebody that you've known for a very long time, or you've had a lot of memories with them. And so with this showing up, there may be a little bit of a nostalgia, but there's also this feeling of just unrealistic expectations in partners, or what this situation really should be, or somebody very focused on the pain of the past. The way that I placed this was right under that Seven of Swords, and so this person may be super focused on the pains of the past, or you may be a little too focused on the pain of the past. like I say, it's just a lot of water under the bridge. I mean, a lot of activity has gone on in this relationship. Two of Pentacles that sits in the reverse. It's like feeling very, very overwhelmed because somebody has an inability to commit. So either this person doesn't commit to this relationship, even though there's a lot of love here, or you have not been committing fully into the relationship. Okay, juggling too much, too many things, too many people. Six of Swords is sitting here in the reverse. And so this is really feeling unable to move on. This person may be having a very difficult time moving on, feeling very stagnated, unable to move forward from this situation, and just very caught up in the pain of it. One more. 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh. This is all about like that family, that total love and support, absolute contentment. And so there may have been a moment where you guys felt this level of connection together. What does this person think about when they think about you? So when you come to their mind, whoa, when you come to their mind, what do they think? The Knight of Cups and then the Sun. So, you know, they may want to heal this. The Knight of Cups is all about coming through as like a prince or a princess, charming. So they may find you to be very charming, or they may want to approach you and be very charming, because the Sun card really represents a lot of healing, a lot of happiness, material happiness, joyous outcomes, things of that nature. But the Sun just has those healing qualities. And so this person may feel like you're very romantic or very charming to them, and that they want to come back and heal this with you, or they may feel like you're very healing to them. I just feel, no, I feel that they want to heal this, because now we get the Four of Swords that's sitting in the reverse, which is all about wanting to act, ready to act, feeling restless, feeling anxious, you know, wanting to do something about this situation, revive it, fix it, whatever the case is. The King of Pentacles that sits here in the reverse. And so, you know, this is somebody that could be very jealous, doesn't follow through with their statements or their commitments, or they may feel that you are very jealous and you don't follow through with your commitments. Okay. One more. The Strength card. They may feel like you lack self-love, that there needs to be a little bit of love there. And so or, you know, having the courage to stand up and love yourself is one of the hardest battles that we'll ever fight in life, okay? And so this person feels like you may need to work on that a little bit. I want to see what you think about when you think about them. So see if we get any mirroring. All right, when you think about them, there's a lot of love. Too many. All right. That was weird how those came out. Let's see. When you think about them, what do you think about? All right, we have the Four of Wands that came out with the Hermit sitting in the reverse. And so let's just start with that Four of Wands, okay? You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or a Sag. But with this Four of Wands showing up, it's really that you may be thinking about wanting to have a reunion, or maybe you feel like this person is celebrating with their friends and family and things of that nature through homecomings or different celebrations. But with this Hermit showing up in the reverse, which, you know, literally is your card, right? And so this Hermit is sitting in the reverse. You feel very off balanced by this person right now. You feel very isolated by them. You may have gone through some cycles with this person where it was just like the same mistakes or the same issues repeating themselves, and feeling very stuck, but feeling very lonely and isolated by this person at this time. What else do you think about when you think about this person? All right, Five of Swords, and then we in the upright, and then the Ace of Wands that sits in the reverse. So Five of Swords, when we talk about this is really, you know, you could feel like this is an abusive relationship, or at least a relationship that when there is communication, it can be very cutting. The words can be very stinging, okay? And then with the, what did I say? This was Ace of Wands that sits in the reverse. You know, this is all about feeling very rejected. You may feel rejected by this person. There may have been a lot of false starts where you restarted, came back together, and you thought it was going to go well, and then it didn't. And it just felt very brutally painful to you. All right. Let's move on to some oracle cards. Whoa, that was a lot. I thought that was a 1 until I go to pick it up. All right, we got reconciliation sitting in the reverse. So somebody does not want to reconcile in this situation. We have religious factors sitting in the reverse. There may have been at one time a difference in your spiritual beliefs or religious beliefs, whatever it may be. Okay. Or it's just not having the faith in any reconciliation. So somebody doesn't have faith that there would be a reconciliation. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime, but you can't deny the love. Listen, you can love somebody and not be in the position or mentally or spiritually to be with them. Keys on a ring. Somebody's got options. All right. Third parties, whether that be another person, job, friends, family, whatever's not letting them have this as a priority. We got date in the reverse. Now, this is all about getting back out there, planning or setting a date, meeting someone new. Is sitting in the reverse. You or this person may not be getting back out there and may just kind of be in that lonely mode of the hermit in the reverse. We got the healing heart. This is healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationships or addictions. Is sitting in the reverse. You still may be very tied to this relationship, either physically, emotionally, or mentally. All right, let's get one from here. It says, souls that belong to each other will always find their way back together. And you must have faith in that, that sometimes the timing is just not right. We haven't grown, we haven't evolved enough to really appreciate a certain level of love that's presented, which is a 2 of Cups love, a very divine love. All right, your Fairy Temple Oracle card is consequence. All right, change, flutter, and effect. So there are always consequences to our actions, big or small. And so it looks like there needs to be some changes. There needs to be some rising above, and that will have an effect on this situation. Somebody needs to rise up, learn some lessons. Or you move on and you have an effect in another relationship. All right, let's get personal messages. Start where you are. Use what you have and do what you can. That's an Arthur Ashe quote. Sometimes you got to restart, rebuild, start from the ground up again. If you are on the right path, it will always be uphill. Save your money and spend wisely. It isn't easy, but it's worth it. Accept no one's definition of your life. Define yourself. All right, I want one more. Of course, the stack or 2 would come out. When was the last time you spoiled you? And surround yourself with those that can see how rare you are. Okay. All right, let's get a poem. Well, a poem excerpt. It's not the whole poem. I keep saying I'm going to come and do it. All right, number 33, release. I released the pain that was causing me to choke with each gulp of life I couldn't intake, and swallowed the lessons through nightmares of doubts that shouted, why don't you just break? Listen, you might have held strong, you might have held those feelings in for a long time, but you've had to release that pain because it was actually choking you from your own life, okay? All right, so you might have had to say something to this person and get something out of the way. All right, if this person could say anything to you, what would they say? Teach me how to love you better. All right, what else would they say? Every time I see you, I fall in love all over again. I could have and should have treated you better. Mistakes happen. Is this over? I know I disappointed you. I wish you knew how much I think about you. Okay. Get a couple more. Taking a break. All right. Pulling back a little bit. I wish I could hold you. Okay. I'm so afraid you could hurt me. Goodbyes don't exist. You are always in my heart. You are everything to me. Last messages. They aren't you. All right, well, these are your messages. Make sure you come back and check me out again.